Good evening, everyone. It's fantastic to be here today to talk about something that touches all of us. In one way or another, the psychology of sex and how happiness plays a huge role in shaping our sexual experiences and relationships. It's a topic that blends biology, psychology, and of course, a bit of human nature. So, let's dive in and explore the fascinating connection between sex, the brain, and happiness. How many of you have ever noticed that when you're in a really good mood, things just seem to be better? Whether it's work, friendships, or yes, even your sexual relationships? When you're happy, everything tends to feel easier and more satisfying. But why is that? How does happiness affect our brains and, in turn, influence our sexual experiences? Well, let's unpack that. 1. Happiness and brain chemistry. When you're happy, your brain releases a host of feel-good chemicals. These include dopamine, oxytocin, and serotonin, each of which plays a role in sexual behavior and attraction. Example 1. Dopamine, for instance, is the reward chemical. It's what gives you that rush when something exciting happens, like being around someone you're attracted to. In sex, dopamine makes the experience feel pleasurable and reinforces the idea that it's worth doing again. Example 2. Oxytocin, known as the love hormone, is released during sex and deepens emotional bonds. It's why you often feel closer to your partner after a meaningful sexual experience. This hormone builds trust, intimacy, and strengthens the connection, making your bond more satisfying. Example 3. Then there's serotonin, which lifts your mood. Sex can boost serotonin levels, leaving you feeling happy and content long after the act itself. So, when you're in a good mental space and happy, these chemicals are working overtime to improve both your sexual experience and your connection with others. 2. The role of happiness in libido. You've probably heard the saying, when you're happy, you're more likely to want to be intimate. Well, there's a psychological reason behind that. Happiness can increase libido, the desire to have sex. Example 4. People who are in positive moods tend to feel more confident and attractive. This confidence can translate directly into a higher desire for sex, as feeling good about yourself boosts your libido. Example 5. Conversely, stress, anxiety, or depression can lower libido, making it harder to feel motivated or connected during sex. So, the more you nurture your happiness, the more likely you are to engage in fulfilling sexual relationships. 3. The power of touch. Sex is not just about the act itself, it's about connection. And touch plays a huge role in how we connect emotionally and physically. Example 6. Studies have shown that when we experience physical touch, whether it's holding hands, hugging, or just casual contact, we release oxytocin. This makes us feel loved, safe, and connected. The more secure and happy you feel in a relationship, the more likely you are to enjoy physical intimacy. Happiness fuels connection, and connection enhances your experience of sex. It's a beautiful cycle that begins with emotional security. 4. Stress reduction and sexual satisfaction. Speaking of security, did you know that happiness can help reduce stress and, in turn, improve sexual satisfaction? Example 7. When you're relaxed and at ease, your brain isn't releasing excess cortisol, the stress hormone, which can interfere with your ability to feel pleasure or even want to engage sexually. Happiness, in essence, lowers your stress levels, making room for better sexual experiences. So, happiness doesn't just feel good, it literally changes your brain's response to stress, paving the way for more enjoyable sex. 5. Attraction and the brain's reward system. Ever noticed how you're more drawn to someone when you're in a good mood? There's a scientific reason for that too. Example 8. When you're happy, the brain's reward system is activated, making you more likely to feel attraction to others. The experience of attraction itself triggers a release of dopamine, creating that intense crush feeling. This is why happy people are often more socially engaged. They are more likely to be attracted to others and seek out intimacy because their brains are more actively engaged in the reward process. 6. The bond between happiness, commitment, and sex. Happiness doesn't just affect casual attraction, It also plays a critical role in long-term relationships. Example 9, when you're happy, you're more likely to prioritize your relationship, which leads to more commitment and ultimately better sex. Why? Because happiness fosters emotional closeness, and sex in a committed relationship is often more satisfying because it is built on trust and deep emotional bonds. 7. The role of self-esteem. Lastly, let's talk about self-esteem, something many of us often overlook when discussing sex. Example 10. When you're happy, you're more likely to have higher self-esteem. Higher self-esteem leads to better sexual experiences because you're more comfortable with yourself and your body. You feel empowered, less self-conscious, and able to enjoy the experience fully. So, in a nutshell, happiness plays a key role in both how we experience sex and how we form deeper, more meaningful connections with others. From boosting our libido and self-esteem to enhancing intimacy and reducing stress, happiness truly is the secret sauce to a better sexual life. And remember, it's not just about the physical act, it's about emotional connection, confidence, and feeling safe with your partner. As you can see, your brain is constantly working to create these positive experiences. By fostering happiness, you're not just improving your mood, you're enhancing your overall well-being, including your sexual health and satisfaction. Thank you all for listening. Let us remember that happiness isn't just an individual experience. It is something that deeply impacts the way we connect with others. So let's nurture our joy, build those emotional bonds, and enjoy the amazing psychological and physical benefits that come from it.